Hi guys, my name is Adina and you're watching the Spanish Guitar Hub, but today I'm going to talk about another thing and it will be my mold allergy. And I know a lot of you are suffering from this one, and a lot of people started watching my other mold videos on how to get better if you're sick from mold, and basically a lot of them is commenting, oh sorry, I cannot move away at the moment, so what can I do to get better? To be honest, you have to move away sooner or later, because if you still stay in the moldy environment, you can't get better. And I moved quite a few times, and where I live now, it's not quite clean, to be honest. So I'm using few things to get better. I also had a surgery last year, a sinus surgery, and since then I'm feeling much better as well. So like, think about it. I mean, I'm not saying that you have to have a surgery, but you have something inside your nose and you need to get it out, and for me it was one way. And also I went hiking few times, and if you go hiking for few weeks, then you get better, but if you go back to the same place, then you will get sick again. So it is just like a temporary solution. And basically my home is not quite clean. I'm like trying to save up for a deposit for a house at the moment, because that's the only way to find a clean place, because if you are renting, there is no way that even the landlord knows if the place is bad or not. In London you can do a house survey if you buy a house, and then it will turn out if it is clean or not. I mean, it's quite difficult task to save up for a house in London, especially because it is so expensive, but I'm working a lot and I'm trying to do my best. Anyway, so now I'm still living in this place, and I know that something is wrong here, and because I travel a lot with music, and if I'm in a clean place, I have no issues, and then I don't have sneezing, I don't have any problem. Sometimes, of course, the hotel room where I'm staying when I'm playing somewhere is not clean, and then the next day I'm sick, or I'm even sicker than here. But here in this flat, I do quite a few things to get better. So you can do the same if you cannot move away. And the first thing, of course, to find the source of the mold, and try bleach it, and also try some other mold removers, whatever you can find, and try to spray it regularly. So then it is a little bit better. But also there are few things that I'm doing in the place, because even if you bleach it, you can get sick, because even the dead mold spores can make you sick, so you need to remove them. The first and best thing that I did for this one is buying an ozone purifier. And an ozone purifier is amazing. It kills everything. Basically kills mold, but kills everything else. Kills bacteria, viruses, plants, animals. So whenever you use it, you have to take out everything from the room if you don't want them to die. So all the pets needs to be out, all the plants needs to be out. But it looks like this. And then you can like set up how long you want it to run. And I usually set up for like 60 minutes, because there is a timer on that one. And after you need to wait another 60 minutes as well to clear. So you can do this basically when you go out somewhere and you know that you won't be at home for a few hours, and then you can run the ozone purifier, and then after you will feel so much better. I remember when I moved to this place, I didn't know that this is bad. So I was quite sick at the first day, and then I had to run the ozone purifier, and the next day it was more or less okay. So once you run this one, the next thing you need to do, you need to hoover it up, and you need a special hoover. If you have a normal hoover, it will make you even more sick, because the normal hoover will like put it back to the air, all the spores which are on the floor, so you will be really sick if you use a normal hoover. You need to have like an anti-allergic hoover that like traps the spores. Whenever you need to like, you know, clean sometimes the Hoover, or you need to put out the dust from the Hoover. You need to ask somebody to do it for you, because you can't do it, because it will make you really, really sick if you do it, or you need to do it in a mask if you have nobody around. But the best is that you don't do that one. I'm using like a quite cheap Hoover, but it has this kind of filter. It's called HEPA-filter. This traps all the spores, and my Hoover is quite small and cheap, but it does an amazing job. This was one of the best investment I did in the past few years. I'm using it for 2 years, and I'm hoovering quite often, so I'm not that sick because of that one. And it looks like this. It's like a quite small one, and I really love my Hoover, so I highly recommend to do this one. Third thing that you need to do, you need to get a dehumidifier. The mold loves humidity, and the spores travel with humidity, so you need to get a humidifier. And the humidifier will reduce the humidity in the air, so the spores cannot travel as much. Also, if you are washing the clothes, the best is to dry them outside or in a dryer. Because if you dry the clothes inside, the humidity will raise, it will be good for the mold, so the spores can travel in the air. Unfortunately, I can't do anything because I don't have a dryer and we don't have a garden, so I have to dry the clothes inside the place, but I always open the window, so then it's a little bit better, and I'm using the dehumidifier as well. Open the windows all the time. I'm sleeping open window, so the fresh air can come in all the time, and try to, like, you know, do sometimes that you open everywhere, and especially if it is windy, so then fresh air goes through the whole flat. I know some of you are really sick at the moment, and I was there, believe me. There was like a point when I couldn't wake up from my bed, and it's very difficult to motivate yourself when you are always sick, especially in the morning, because that's when you should be starting your day and be motivated, and and you wake up feeling like crap. It's really difficult, but sometimes you really like ignore these kind of things and go outside, because being outside is the best you can do for yourself, because the less you are exposed for the mold inside, the better you will feel. But also try to like move away if you can. I know it's very, very difficult for some people, but you really have to do it sooner or later. I mean, I'm preparing for this move for a while, and I'm saving everything, because I really hope I can buy something in the near future, and then I won't be sick anymore. But that's what it is at the moment for me, and I know some of you can't move at the moment, but really like consider to move as soon as possible, so you will feel better if you are not in a moldy environment. I feel so much better when I'm not in a moldy flat, and my flat is actually now not that bad, but for example, I stayed over at my mom's place and I got so sick. I had headaches for a few days, I was sneezing for 2 days, and it was really difficult, especially because she had a lot of plants, and if you have plants in your home, you need to take them out. Unfortunately, every soil has mold, whatever you do, so this will make you sick forever. So the first thing really is to take out all the plants. And I know sometimes it's so difficult. For me, it was very difficult to tell to my mom that I need to stay in a hotel room and I can't stay in her place, and I had to explain over and over why, you know, it's nothing to do with her place being clean or not, or nice or not. It's just a reaction that I have, and I have to look after myself. And I know many of you live with parents and they don't understand why you have to move away, but really, you know, look after yourself, and you will get better if you are in a nice place. Okay guys, I know many of you are watching my videos because you are a guitarist, but I feel like I want to help people who are suffering from the same thing. I linked everything under below on Amazon, where you can get these things that I mentioned, and I really hope you will feel better soon, and let me know if I can help you with something, because I'm feeling so much better since I was very sick, and I hope you can too. See you guys next week with another video.